Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, how's it going, everybody? Anybody's chatting? No one's chatting yet. 2 people. What's up? What's up? 1. So I figured out why the first live stream goes into landscape is because I set it up from the computer. Even though on the computer I say it's for mobile use, which doesn't make sense at all. So apparently I have to schedule the ones on mobile via mobile. But I mean, on the PC it's so much easier. So it's kind of annoying, but it's life, I guess. So we're gonna wait for the people to come in, to tune in, to tune up, turn up, but still no one's commentating. Which is very frustrating, to say the least. Where is everybody? Where is everybody? Anyway, until people chat, let's do some boxing. That's good. If I do live streams every Friday, I can do this and get back to my old level. Bruh, I guess just by doing it once last Friday is enough. Yeah, I guess it's enough. I think I already beat my old record. Well, my real record probably is around 80. I would like to try 100. I think I could do it. But I would need someone to count. Or like a machine to count how many I do. Because if I have to count myself, I don't really focus entirely on the ball. Because then you're like, oh, was it 84, 85? And so that moment of doubt, then you're not concentrated, then you might miss the ball. So I want full concentration. That's what those other famous boxers, Show Speed also, UFC fighters, they had the machine to do it for them. Bro, ain't no way. We went from 80 people last week and now we're only at 3. Zen. Why is no one commentating? What the hell? Bruh, I want to do that every Friday because people always say, when are you doing live? When are you doing live? And I manage to find a day and an hour where I'm free to do it. And then we get, what, 1 person. I guess it's back to no more lives then. Which would free up more time for me. And actually, if I don't have to do it every Friday, less stress. So, and I don't have to schedule it. Because I schedule it every Wednesday. So that people can tune in. Because a lot of people every time, I didn't know you're going to go live. So now I even schedule it 48 hours in advance. And still no one's coming. Bro, you try to please, and no one's ever happy. So do whatever you feel is right. If it doesn't work, then screw it. Bro, that's crazy though. When did I used to do the lives where I had lots of people? Was it on a Saturday? I thought it was on a Friday. No, it was on a Friday at this time as well. So Anyway. Bro, why is no one chatting though? It's kind of getting super annoying. Bro, is you for real? Bro. That's crazy. No one's chatting as well. Crazy. We went from 80 last week to 2. The hell? No one's even chatting. Anyway. How to kill my mood. Do live streams. That's crazy, y'all. Well, now if someone says do a live stream, I'll say F you, because that's crazy. Chickens are scared today. Well, why would they be scared though? Are you talking about actual chickens, or are you talking about the people not commentating? I don't know. Is it a metaphor? Or is it, do you really have chickens? I wish, for real, I wish I had at least 3 chickens. And that's facts. But here where I live, there are a lot of foxes. So you would have to create something to protect them. And I have no skills whatsoever when it comes to that. Of course, I could learn from YouTube. But yeah, I got too much on my plate. Friday. Yes, sir. Finally, someone's commentating. Bro, I don't know. Like, YouTube's kind of weird, though. And how come Stream Elements is not working right now? That's true. We had no comments initially and no Stream Elements either. Huh. Jason, dude, peace. Nice Friday. Love you. Alberto, you too, bro. Wait. That is weird. Why is my Stream Elements not working? Need to check that out. It is activated here. I can see it. Huh. Bruh, every time there's an issue. But I think YouTube is kind of annoying because if you set up a live stream from your computer and you say mobile, why would it want to be forced into landscape? If I'd made the mistake saying it's gonna be scheduled for PC streaming tool, then that's on me. But literally, last week and today I did mobile. Just now, just before I started this live stream, so you might not see that I did one previously because I deleted it because there was no action and it was in landscape mode. But I checked with ChatGPT and it says, yeah, you have to schedule it from the phone, which kind of is annoying because I've already set everything up on my PC. So that means I have to do a new setup just to get 6 people. Bro, I'm tired. Oh, and so next week there'll be the video. Well, the video is already done, but I'm gonna put it next week on Friday, which just explains that the channel is gonna focus mainly on Chinese. So, and then this will give me a week to already edit the video, the actual OmeTV video, which will be with... I met a lot of people from China. They were amazing. We had great conversations. I tried my best to do Chinese, but then when you're in a conversation, sometimes we revert because they want to practice English as well. So I have to speak English as well with them. So it's kind of like we try to help each other. And so sometimes I'll say a sentence in Chinese, they'll reply, then we might have like back and forth 1 or 2 sentences, but then we switch back to English, a few sentences, switch back to Chinese. So the videos will be kind of like that. And hopefully within a few months, I'll be able to hold conversations longer. We could probably do, okay, we start the video with English and then like 5 minutes straight, it's going to be Chinese. I hope in the future, that's the goal, to hold conversations in Chinese. But yeah, I'm nowhere near that yet, because mustn't forget that I'm talking to like these people and their knowledge of English. They are taught English since they're in grade 1. So since they're like 6 years old. So when I see their level of English, it's kind of intimidating, because I'm like, I feel like a kid, which I am in a sense. Learning Chinese, I've only been doing that seriously for 1 year. And then I did OmeTV content on YouTube, which I had to study all these other languages. I couldn't even focus on Chinese at all. So let's say I'm kind of like a 3-year-old baby when it comes to my knowledge of Chinese. I can say words, I can say sentences. Well, I guess I'm better than a 3-year-old. Yeah, I would maybe say I'm around 4 or 5 years old right now. I know words that they wouldn't know, so my vocabulary is better, but my speaking skills are around maybe 4 or 5 years old. Which I think if I could focus 1 or 2 months, is going to progress immensely, because I lost so much vocabulary learning 10 different languages. All my Chinese vocabulary just went out of the window, because my brain is like, the storage is full. So I had to remove some stuff from Chinese in order to get some knowledge from Filipino, Indonesian, Russian, etc., etc. Now that I can only focus on Chinese, I can remove some of those. And why we only have 6 people? It's crazy. Last week we were on average at 50 people last week. That's crazy. I don't know. I even did the description. I put hashtags in the description, which I thought would help. And it actually didn't help. So whatever I do, that doesn't seem like it's working. I try hashtags. I try no hashtags. I try... it's very, very, very tiring, this YouTube life. Like, for real. It's just... you slave a lot for like no money. I had way more free time when I was working 2 jobs, guys. And that is for real. That's crazy. I had more time when I had 2 jobs. Because now it's 24/7, 7 days a week. Like, literally, like, I would say literally 360 days a year. Maybe 5 days I allow myself a bit of a break. And I don't think that's even true. At most, I have 5 days rest. At most. And that's a stretch. Probably I don't even have 1 day. Since I started the channel, not 1 day rest, guys. I probably had like a half a day rest. So yeah, okay. So maybe in total, yeah, maybe 10 days total. If I count the half a days, yeah, okay, yeah. But even those half days, I still check YouTube. I still try to answer comments. I still watch videos. I still, even those rest days, I still study Chinese. So, or I used to study all the other languages. So, yeah, so actually maybe no rest days. Crazy. Bruh, only 3 people. It's kind of like annoying. Bruh, I did all this layout. Last week we had 80. It went down to 50. We maintained 50 for like 20 minutes. And now we only have 3 people. I have stuff to do, guys. So I'm going to give it until 15 minutes. If we don't reach 20 people, I'm going to stop. And then I think those every Fridays is going to be over. I'm not going to like waste my time talking to absolutely no one. No one's chatting. There's no engagement whatsoever. I slave, I edit, I study. So I need to go back to work, guys. So I don't know if I'm going to do it next week. So see you. Enjoy your weekend, guys. Bye bye.